All right, this is a test run. I want to see how the mic sounds. My mic sounds nice. Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check two. All right.
We ain't got no wings, but we still wanna fly.
Welcome to another episode of Within the Story. I am back. I know it's been a while, but I am back. I am like your host for the evening. And I have with me none other than a beautiful, intelligent, I'm just saying, all right, professional, and just like does everything, like the Jane of all trades, right here, Miss Alecia Brewster. How are you doing, young lady?
I'm excited. I'm excited to be here with you. I saw the first episode you did the other day that you shared, and it was really good.
Thank you. We're trying to grow. We try to get that club Shay status. They're gonna be Club Moody right now, but we're gonna make it happen. So tell the people, like, what is that you do professionally and personally? I do have some questions, but let the world know who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Alecia Brewster, and I would just say that I live each day trying to follow God's plan for my life, really. So that shows up in the way of working for a couple of local nonprofits, including Mill Village Ministries. I'm the program director for Village Engage. We engage the faith community around issues of injustice. We have various forums and educational programming to talk to people and to educate all of us really around the issues of things like systemic racism and poverty and immigration. And we also do some live events like the one that you came in and did. You showed out at our last Faith and Justice Forum. That's an annual event that we do. This year, our theme was Finding Common Ground. And you, of course, showed us about the power of the arts to allow people to be able to just really take the time to get to know themselves as well as their neighbors. So that's one part of how I'm, again, just really following God's lead in my life. Now, one of the passion projects that God has allowed me to work on in the recent months is Eligible. And Eligible is a dating platform for single kings and queens who are looking for a committed monogamous relationship. And that really just comes from a place of authentic kind of experiences that I had having been married and now divorced. And after 20 years of being out of the dating scene, I was trying to get back into it and realizing that things have just changed completely from when I was, a 20-something-year-old who was, first out there meeting people. So had to learn how to do that differently. And I'm starting to enjoy it again because I think I've found the mix and the community that I need to be successful in that area.
Okay, I definitely will come back to that. But let's go back. It seems like you've been a person who's always been involved in like this social change and community work. What prompted that? What got you into doing stuff like that?
So it really goes back to childhood experiences and trauma, and realizing that if I had a way to be able to voice some of the things that I was experiencing, that a lot earlier in my life I would have had the confidence to begin really living out the purpose that I believe God has for me. So in everything that I do, I try to help, kind of remove barriers, help to just amplify the voices of those who aren't heard.
Oh. Now let me ask, was there like any type of mentor or somebody that kind of guided you through this process? I know for me, I always had elder guys who kind of led me to that way, like, hey, this is what you need to do. Is there anybody like that in your life that kind of put you in that direction?
I have had a lot of mentors over the years. And for example, most recently, I will shout out a dear friend and mentor of mine, Glenda Fair, who has just been very instrumental. Just, a listening ear when I need it, but also advice and guidance when I need it as well. As a teenager, there was a person who kind of came in at just the right moment. I was a 16-year-old working in a grocery store, and this woman just came up to me and said, hey, do you have a church? Because I'd love for you to come and visit my church with me. And I did, and from there she coached me and encouraged me to do things like lead the choir, sing on the choir. I'm not even a singer. She had me up there doing things that, it's really more about the leadership. I think she saw that skill set and really cultivate it and help me feel more confident about it.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. Now I have to ask. I saw your YouTube page where you were doing Pilates. Like you're like into the physical fitness. And how did that come by? Let my listeners and viewers know that story.
Okay, so Pilates is a passion, another passion of mine. I have always been into physical fitness and health. And when I was a kid, I was the fastest girl runner. I didn't always beat the boys, but as far as girls, I used to, run the field, and I was the first one to get down and back.
Like FloJo.
I loved running. Well, as I got older, and I, ran more so just for my own, pleasure throughout college. But then when I kind of got to around like 25, 26 or whatever, I started noticing I was having issues with my knees. And that kind of stopped me from running as much until, this was like much later. I was probably like in my late 30s, early 40, and I went to a Pilates class at the YMCA. It was just a floor mat class, and it completely changed things. After doing maybe, 5 or 6 of those classes, I realized, hey, I can run again. And that kind of just led me to this journey of, well, what does it take to become a Pilates instructor? And I, went several years before I really took the step towards becoming certified as a Pilates instructor, but I did it. And so, yes, I am now a Pilates instructor as well.
Let's go. Now, I want to go back to eligible.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're working on a campaign. Let's promote that. Tell people, how to get involved and all that.
Yes. I am probably the most excited about eligible because I am eligible, right?
Y'all heard that, bros?
I am ready for a committed, monogamous relationship with that special person. But I also realized after talking to a lot of my friends that a lot of us were struggling. And I, saw things that could have been better. A lot of us are on dating apps. A lot of us may even go to some of these singles events that are in town, but they're not intentional. And I realized that I was having to go through a lot of, just things, through a lot of people to really identify like someone who was, sort of on the same page about, their intentions. And even like locally, it was hard to find people who I was compatible with who lived within even like a 50-mile radius. And so I don't have time, I'm a mom, doing things in the community, and I really want to stay local. And so I really took things that I learned, my professional experience, and combined them to make eligible.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So y'all heard that. So make sure you support that, right? And we'll keep you abreast when it go live so y'all can donate and make this platform expand. Now, what if you can leave, and I'm saying this because I know there's a lot of young ladies who probably gonna watch this, because I feel like you're somebody can look up to. I think somebody, young ladies, this is the perfect mentor you can find right here. But if you can leave the world with like one message, one line or 2 lines or something positive, what would you leave?
Ooh, okay. So something that I usually will say every morning, and just I have to remind myself of this every single day too, is, a lot of people call it like the golden rule, do unto others, but it's really, to me, just again, the way that I try to live in this world. And that is loving God. We all were created, we have a creator, and so, however you think of your concept of creator, I think number one, putting that in perspective, to love and appreciate and honor your creator. And then very much after that, my second thing is, okay, love myself. And so what does that look like to love myself today? And sometimes it means I need to rest. Sometimes that means I need to go and, spend time with, in nature. And so whatever it is that I need to do to love myself, I need to honor that. And then it's, how do I love my neighbor? And my neighbor is, literally my next door neighbor. My neighbor is my child who's in the room right next to me. It is, how do I make sure that my the other beings that God created around me are also doing well. And so that's really the way that I strive to do everything in life, is by loving my Creator, loving myself, and loving my neighbors as myself.
So y'all heard that, man. Love Creator, love yourself, love your neighbor. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Tell the listeners and viewers, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and soon to be on YouTube. ReadyAndEligible.com has a website, and as I mentioned, you can find us on all of those spaces, both professionally and personally. Of course, I'm always happy to make new friends. So yeah, check me out, Alecia Brewster, and then ReadyAndEligible.com.
Y'all heard that, so make sure y'all join those platforms. Support. There you have it. I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate you being my guest today. You're awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you. You are, all things extraordinary.
No, it ain't about me, it's about her. So y'all support. Y'all know what it is. Thank y'all for coming through. Be loved, be great, be kind, stay on the grind. See y'all next time. Peace.
Yeah, that's that feel good.